Welcome back to CC Coin Value, where we dig deep into the history, value, and hidden treasures of coins you might just have lying around. Today, we're exploring the 1990p Jefferson nickel. Is this nickel worth holding on to? Should it be sealed for maximum value? And where can you buy or sell it? Let's get started. First up, let's dive into the history. The 1990p Jefferson nickel was struck at the Philadelphia Mint, marked by the peen mint mark. It's a part of the Jefferson nickel series, which started back in 1938 and was inspired by Thomas Jefferson himself. The design features Jefferson's portrait on the front and his home, Monticello, on the back. This coin is made of copper and nickel, giving it that classic nickel look, and it weighs around 5 grams. It's not a silver or gold coin, so it wasn't initially meant to be a high-value collectible, but hold on, we'll get to the value shortly. Alright, let's talk value. For the 1990p Jefferson nickel, value mostly depends on its condition. Coins that are in circulated condition, meaning they've been used and show somewhere, usually go for their face value, around 5 cents. But if you have a coin in uncirculated or mint condition, things get interesting. For a coin in mint or near mint condition, the value can rise up to a few dollars, and in some cases, high-grade specimens have been known to sell for $10 to $2,046 at auction. If your coin is graded by professional services like PCGS or NGC and has a high grade like MS 65 or MS 66, it may bring in even higher prices. Now, one thing to look out for is any minting errors. Some 1990p Jefferson nickels have been found with doubling errors, die cracks, or even off-center strikes. These kinds of errors can raise the value significantly, with certain error coins fetching upwards of $5,460 or more. Tips for finding and selling coins. So, where can you find or sell a 1990p Jefferson nickel? For buying, you can check out local coin shops, coin shows, or online platforms like eBay, where collectors and sellers regularly post Jefferson nickels for sale. When selling, I recommend online marketplaces or directly to a coin dealer, but make sure to get your coin appraised if you think it's in mint condition or has any unique errors. Should you hold onto your 1990p Jefferson nickel? If it's in circulated condition, it's mainly a sentimental or collection piece. But if it's uncirculated, error-free, and especially if it has a high grade, it might be worth holding onto. Keeping it sealed or slabbed by a professional grading service can preserve its value over time. So there you have it, the history, value, and options for buying or selling the 1990p Jefferson nickel. Whether you decide to keep it or sell it, this coin has a unique spot in American numismatics. Do you have a 1990p nickel in your collection? Let us know in the comments below. Next up, the 1964 Jefferson nickel with no mint mark. Why is this coin so sought after? Is it really as valuable as people say? Let's uncover the history, value, and special characteristics of this unique coin. To understand why this coin is so popular, let's go back to 1964. At the time, the United States was facing a massive coin shortage, with rising demand and a lack of coins in circulation. The U.S. Mint needed to take action to prevent hoarding, and that year, they produced a staggering number of nickels. In fact, over 2 billion Jefferson nickels were struck in 1964. They were minted in Philadelphia and Denver, with no mint mark on coins from the Philadelphia Mint. Since the U.S. Mint wanted to meet demand without creating collectible variations, they decided to keep using the 1964 date on nickels until 1966. So, what makes the 1964 Jefferson nickel with no mint mark special? While it might seem like an ordinary coin, certain varieties and error coins have gained the attention of collectors. Some of these coins, for example, were struck with slightly misaligned dies or had striking irregularities, making them unique. The rarity of certain errors or high-grade examples pushes their value much higher. Another reason for the high interest is nostalgia. For many collectors, the 1964 nickel is a reminder of the times when coins circulated more heavily, and its connection to the Mint's decision to freeze the date on coins adds a historical twist. So, here's the big question. Is the 1964 no-mint mark Jefferson nickel really that valuable? For most circulated examples, the answer is not necessarily. Common 1964 nickels usually sell for their face value, or slightly more if they're in better condition. But here's where it gets interesting. Coins that are in uncirculated or near-perfect condition, graded MS-65 or higher, can bring much higher prices. Some of these have been sold at auction for several $100s. And rare error varieties, like those with double dies, can command significant premiums, sometimes reaching thousands. So why do so many collectors want this coin? First, it's a piece of U.S. mint history. The 1964 no-mint mark nickel marks the end of an era before the mint changed its policies on mint marks in 1965. Also, because it was produced during a time of such high demand, it holds a special place in the hearts of numismatists. For new collectors, finding a 1964 nickel in high-grade condition offers a fun challenge. And since millions were produced, it's accessible for people looking to add an iconic coin to their collection without spending a fortune. If you have a 1964 nickel, check its condition closely. A few things to look out for. Is there any visible wear, scratches, or dullness? Coins with clear details on Jefferson's hair and Monticello are more desirable. And, of course, any noticeable errors like doubling or misalignment can add value. Even if your 1964 Jefferson nickel isn't worth thousands, it's still a unique piece of history and a great addition to any collection. Thanks for tuning into CC Coin Value. Remember, coin collecting is about more than just value. It's about history, stories, and passion. Whether you're looking for rare varieties or just love the thrill of finding an iconic piece like the 1964 Jefferson nickel, we're here to share that journey with you.